Okay, class, so we just wrapped up our study of Africa and its animals, so now I want you to use your creative writing time to write 5 or 7 sentences on your favorite animal and why you like that animal. Make sure you focus on your descriptive words, our adjectives, and also your punctuation and your capitalization. So you guys have about 10-15 minutes to work on that. If you have any questions, you can look back at your notes and your books, or you can ask a friend or ask me.
What are you going to write about?
I'm going to write about elephants because I really like how their ears are very large and big and floppy. What about you?
I'm going to write about lions because I really like that they're orange and they're fluffy and they're kind of like big cats.
Ooh.
Except more scary and more mean.
True.
Awesome.
Okay, class, we're now going to move into our peer editing stage, and since we received that awesome grant and everyone has their own computer, you're going to get onto the Google Classroom and you're going to share your document with your writing partner. So once you do that, you're going to go through and look through their paper, see if you can understand the main topic, and if you see any grammar or spelling errors, you can add a comment to the side like we've worked on over the past few weeks, and then when you both finish, you can come together and share the documents back so you can look over it, and then if you have any questions, you can go back and ask your writing partner. Once you do that, you can then go into revising before you have a conference with me.
Hey Elaine, I sent you my document about my favorite African animal.
Okay, cool. I'm going to look at it and I'm going to edit it for you. I sent you mine too, so you can work on mine.
Okay.
Do you see the comments popping up on your Google Doc?
I do.
Awesome. Your paper is really good. There's just a couple things that you need to fix.
Yeah, I can definitely do that. Thanks for your help.
No problem. Have you looked at mine?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. Cool.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff I need to fix on mine. I'm glad that you caught it.
Thanks. Yeah, but your paper is really long and I really like all the words you used.
Thanks. I love Google Docs because it's so cool that we get to just comment on it without having to mess up our papers.
Yeah, that's really helpful.
Yeah, it
Saves
is.
trees.
Okay, Melinda, so to start our conference, I want you first to read what you've written. I want you to read it to me.
Okay. Elephants are my favorite animals that live in Africa. Their floppy ears are very interesting and humongous. Elephants' trunks are cool because they can drink water through them. Elephants are gray. Oh, I didn't put a period right there.
I like how you caught that. Okay, keep going and let's start from right here.
Alright, elephants are gray. They have little big babies. I want a baby elephant as a pet. I wonder if my mom will let me have one. Maybe one day I could go to Africa and ride on an elephant.
That was very well written, and I really like how you were able to correct one of your sentences here. So let's go back through here and let's look at some of the words that you used, and let's see if they are spelled correctly. So for this first word right here, can you read this sentence starting here?
Their floppy ears are very interesting and humongous.
Okay, so what does the first word of every sentence start with?
A capital letter.
So is that a capital letter?
No.
Okay. So before we get started, let's go through the rest of them and see if there are any other ones that aren't capitalized.
Okay. This one right here where we fixed my run-on sentence, I didn't capitalize that.
There you go. Okay, great. So then our next ones here are, I want you to check the spelling on this word. So if you highlight that word, and if you highlight this word, and if you highlight this word, I want you to go back and I want you to use the dictionary in your desk and I want you to look up all of those. So right now, and then I just want you to look at the spelling of this, okay?
Alright.
But all in all, I think you did a great job and I can definitely tell why elephants are your favorite animal.
Awesome. Thank you.
Elaine, can you come conference next?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay, so to start again, I would like you to read your writing all the way through to me.
Okay, sounds good. I wrote mine about lions.
Ooh, I'm excited to hear it.
Lions are my favorite animal in the whole world. I like lions because they're big and fluffy and orange and scary. Lions are just like big cats, and I like cats, so that's why I like lions. Lions live in Africa. They live in a big group called a pride. They are endangered, so some lions live in the zoo. One day I want to pet a real lion and give it a big hug. It'll be fun as long as it doesn't bite me. Lions are my spirit animal because they are brave and strong. They roar really loud, and they're predators. They eat meat and provide food for their cubs, and these are all the reasons why I love lions.
That was great, and honestly, I think it would be really cool to pet a lion too.
Yeah, I love lions. They're
So,
cool.
I really liked how you used such great descriptive words all through here. But one thing I want you to work on is instead of separating with and, what else could we separate them with? Commas. Okay, so if you can highlight that part, so when you go back, you realize that you can separate them with commas instead of just ands.
Yeah, Melinda said that on my peer edit, but I wasn't really sure what that meant, so I kind
Okay.
of just left it.
Okay, well, I'm glad we could bring it up and we could kind of clear up that little misconception. So definitely instead of ands, let's try to work on commas.
Okay, cool.
The next part that I really want you to look at is you've used a lot of the same words when you talk about how big they are. What's another word we could use besides big?
Huge, large, ginormous.
Okay, so we have some synonyms that we could use, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I really want you to work on your word choice and your word variation. Variation meaning that you can use different words, but they mean the same thing.
Okay.
Okay, so let's work on those two things. And all in all, I can really tell why you love lions. And I think one day we could both pet a real lion.
That would be fun.
So if you work on this stuff, we can come back in conference before we go into our writer's chair.
Okay, awesome. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to work and everyone's going to be able to share their work with writer's chair. So Melinda, do you want to go first?
Yeah. Alright, I wrote my paper on elephants. Elephants are my favorite animals that live in Africa. Their floppy ears are very interesting and humongous. This means they can hear a lot of things. Elephants' trunks are cool because they can drink water through them. They can also make elephant calls to other elephants and suck up peanuts with them. Elephants are a soft gray color. They have babies that are very large. I want a baby elephant as a pet. I wonder if my mom would let me have one. Maybe one day I can go to Africa and ride on an elephant. Yay.
Great job, Melinda. Elaine?
Okay. I wrote mine on lions. Lions are my favorite animal in the whole world. I like lions because they're big, fluffy, orange, and scary. Lions are also just like huge cats, and I love cats, so that's why lions are my favorite African animal. They live in large groups called a pride, and they are endangered, so some live in the zoo. One day I want to pet a real lion and give it a big hug. It'll be fun as long as it doesn't bite me. Lions are my spirit animal because they are brave and strong. They roar really loud and they're predators. They eat meat and provide food for their cubs, and these are all the reasons why I love lions.
Aaron, can you share next?